Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. How are you? Welcome all of you and very good morning to my video class. After Eid vacation, I'm again present in front of you with a new video class. Dear students, today I think that you are all right and you are eagerly waiting to appear in MT exam. Before MT exam, I'm going to discuss on grammar and EFT book. If you watch the video and listen the lecture properly and carefully, then you will be more benefited. So let's start today's class. Dear student, today I would like to discuss revision class number 102. As a student of class 7, your English subject is more important, and you know in the exam maximum students fail to get A plus in English. I think that basic is very weak, that's why they are doing so. Let's start our class, and I hope you will be more benefited watching today's video. Let me introduce myself at the very first. I am Shahidul Islam, senior teacher of English, milestone school and college. I'm also working in EMSS Sector 11. Dear students, I would like to take feedback on previous revision class. Your previous revision class number was 101. Can you tell anyone what was the topic of previous class? Yes, you are right. The topic was articles, suffix and prefix. Who can tell how many types of article? Yes, article is two types, direct article and indirect article. Boys and girls, let's see some use of articles. You know, there are three words of article. The for definite article, an for indefinite article. In the exam, you will get such type of indication. Fill in the gaps with an or the and put a cross where no article is needed. A true friend is dash asset, an asset, of course, because you know before vowel n should be used. He stands by his friend in times of danger. In the times of danger. He is not dash greedy person. He is not a greedy person, of course. A, C number. He always wishes for the welfare of his friend. Here will be cross. But it is dash matter. It is a matter of fact that an ideal friend is very rare today. In H number, there will be another cross. Yes, boys and girls, you are getting the answer here. In exam, you will write like this. You should not write the passage at all. Dear students, in this section, I will discuss regarding the suffix. Saf means after. Fix means that which is fixed after a word. So let's go to learn the definition of the suffix. What is called suffix? The letter or letters are added after or end of the base word and change the parts of speech of the base word is called suffix. Suffix has no any own meaning like prefix. Yes, it's right. It helps the base word to form new word and opposite meaning. Definitely. Boys and girls, there are some words left side. These are the base word or root word. And in the middle, I have written suffix. And in the right side of the column, there are new words. Repeat was the base word. If you add ly with repeat, then new word will be rapidly. Slow is the base word or root word. If you add ly, then new word will be slowly. Weak is the root word. If you add ly, then new word will be weakly. So in this way, you can make new words. Dear students, prefix. Pre and fix. Pre means before. Fix means that which is fixed with the word. That means if the letter or letters are added before of the base word or root word and change the parts of speech of the base word or root word is called prefix. There is also another note that prefix has no any own meaning like suffix because suffix has also no any own meaning. It's help the base word to form new word. Boys and girls, I have written here in the table and in the left column prefix and in middle column base words or root words. In the right column I have written again new words. B is the prefix. Root word is friend. So now new word is befriend. Miss is the prefix. Its base word is take, mistake. An is the prefix. Its base word is fit and new word is unfit. So dear students, we have got three new words adding prefix before the base word or root word. Dear students, today I would like to discuss on grammar, voice tense, interrogative portion, right form of the verb, rules number 21 to 30, and also your EFT book, unit number 6, lesson number 1 to 8. And in EFT, lesson number 1 to 8, there are three topics: leisure, traveling by train, and the selfish giant. So let's start our today's topic. But before going to starting the topic, let's go to learn the regarding learning outcome. What will you learn by today's class? You could change the voice. Yes. Then you will also will be able to use the right form of the verb in the sentence. And you will understand about the leisure. You will know about the traveling by train. And finally, you will be able to know about the selfish giant. Dear students, voice change. And of course, its interrogative portion will be discussed today. At the very first, interrogative with auxiliary verb. At the very first, I have written the structure. How will you change the active voice into passive? Auxiliary verb should be written at the very first because the sentence will be interrogative. Then object to subject, then passive auxiliary, then V3, then by, then subject to object. There is a sentence and it's of course active. Does he phone me? So boys and girls, answer will be, am I phoned by him? Here the active sentence is in present tense. That's why I have taken am as an auxiliary verb. And then I turn object in me into I. Then V3 has been used here. Then according to the rules, by also used here. Then subject he has been transformed into him into objective form. So now the passive sentence is ready. Am I phoned by him? Another active voice. Did he pass in the half yearly exam? It's written in past indefinite tense. You know, at the time of past indefinite tense, you should use was or were at the time of voice tense. That's why I have taken was because object is third person singular. Was the half yearly exam passed in by him? Another active voice is have we taught voice change? This sentence is written in present perfect tense. That's why I have written here has because the object is voice sense third person. That's why verb is singular. Has voice sense been? Been is here passive auxiliary. Has voice sense been taught by us? Okay. Another one. Shall we join in Zoom class? Yes. Will Zoom class. Why will? Because Zoom class is third person. That's why will has been taken at the very first. Will Zoom class be joined by us? Dear students, by this way, you can turn active to passive of interrogative sentence. Dear students, interrogative with WH word. You know there are 9 WH words and only who and whom is carrying the different rules. Other WH words are the in same rule for voice sense. Okay, let's go to learn the rules of who. Who will be said by whom, then auxiliary verb should be written, then object to subject, then passive auxiliary, then V3, then question mark. Okay, an example. Active voice. Who has broken the glass? Who is the WH word? By whom according to the structure. Then auxiliary verb, the sentence is written present perfect tense, that's why has. The glass object, the glass has been taken here. Then been because the sentence was written in present perfect tense. And then V3, okay, then question mark. So now the passive sentence is ready. By whom has the glass been broken? Dear students, another sentence. Who called you? Who called you in past tense? Of course, you will write by whom because who should be said by whom. Then for past tense, was where should be taken as the subject is you. That's why where should be taken. Plural verb. By whom were you called? Another structure for whom. I told you that who and whom have the different rules. Other WH word are in same rules. Structure whom will be changed by who, then auxiliary verb, then passive auxiliary if needed, then V3, then by, then subject to object. Okay. Active voice. Whom does he see? Passive will be who is sought by him. Who has been sensed by who, and the sentence was written in present tense. That's why is has been taken. Who is seek its present form, its past participle form is sought, and then by has been taken for preposition, and He has been transformed into objective form him. Then question mark. So the sentence is ready. Passive sentence who is sought by him. Another one. Whom have I accepted? Friend. Yes. Who has accepted? Been accepted by, who has been accepted friend by him or by me. Subject is I, that's why by me. Okay, dear students, let's go to learn voice sense with the other WS word. What, when, where, how, which, why. If you get such type of WS word in the active voice, then these WS words will remain unchanged. That means in passive voice, you should not change this WS word. You will use these words directly in passive voice. Suppose, what did you do? Here I have written what, then was, because you know the sentence is written active voice in past indefinite tense, that's why was. What was done by you? Okay, another sentence. Why does he disclose the fact? I will not change the why because I told earlier that these words should not be changed. Why is the fact disclosed by him? This active voice present indefinite tense is used. That's why is has been taken as an auxiliary verb. Again, when will they write the poem? Boys, it's written in future indefinite tense. Okay, when will the poem be written by them? This be is the passive auxiliary because in future tense, future indefinite tense, passive auxiliary be should be used. And another options are used accordingly. V3, then by, then subject they has been turned into them. Again, I have written in active as an active sentence, where did Karim find you? Answer is where were you found by Karim. This sentence also written active voice in past tense. That's why where has been used. Voice another sentence. How does he find me? Present tense. How am I found by him? Dear students, in this way, you can use active to passive. You can turn active to passive, and of course, you should change who and whom, but other WS words should not be changed at all. Now, our second topic of grammar is right form of the verb. Rules number 21 to 30. Boys, rules number 21 was preposition plus V on plus ing. That's mean if you get any preposition and then bracket, and in the bracket there is also verb, then that verb should be written in present form. And later ing should be added with the verb. Without inform me, you are not allowed to log out. What does it mean? It means that without informing me, inform, without is a preposition. Here in the bracket there is a verb. It's also written in present form, but there is no any ing added with it. That's why ing has been added here. Without informing me, you are not allowed to log out. So the rules was, if you get preposition and you should write then beyond of the bracket verb, then ing should be added. In rules number 22, modal auxiliary. If you get modal auxiliary in the sentence, then next verb of the bracket should be written in V on. That means in present form. He could lend me money, but he didn't give. He could lend. Could is the modal auxiliary. Then bracket verb is written in past form, but it should be written in present form because rules is here. If you get modal auxiliary in the sentence, then verb should be written in be on in present form. So lend should be written. He could lend me money, but he didn't give. Rules number, boys, rules number 23. If you get had better, had rather, would rather, had sooner, must, yet, need in the sentence, then of course the verb of the bracket should be written in present form. That means be on. I mean, be on means in present form. If you get to before the verb, that to also should be removed. Let's go to example. You had better shut down your PC. That means you had better shut down your PC. Had better is here. Had better also is here, but the shut is in present form. The past and past participle form is also shut. Same. Sometimes you can get a right verb in the sentence. You should think, is it right or not? You should decide correctly. Dear students, rules number 24. Here, if you get simple present, then simple sentence. If you get simple sentence and there is also two main verbs, then bracket verb will take ing or allow bare imperative. That means you should remove to if there is to before the verb. I saw Choyon to go to market. So here a simple sentence, but there are two main verbs, saw and go. And in the second verb there is a bracket, but before the main verb there is to. That's why I have just removed the to. I saw Choyon go to market. The bare infinitive rules is used here. In rules number 25, if you get past denoting words, that means yesterday, last night, last year, last day, previous day, last week, last month, such type of last past denoting word, then you will use the verb of the sentence in V2. That means in past form. Suppose we appear in half-yearly exam on 1st July. What does it mean? It means that we appeared because on the 1st July, first July is already past. That's why appear should be written in past form. Rules number 26. If you get it is time, it is high time in the sentence, then verb of bracket should be written in simple past form. That means V2. It is high time. Ibnul lived his all games. What does it mean? It means that it is high time Ibnul left his all games. Here, leave, I have turned it into past form left. Nothing else. Dear students, rules number 27. Here, I have written, if you get I wish or I fancy in the sentence, then the next portion of the sentence will be in past indefinite tense or simple past. Let's go to the example. I wish I be a prime minister. What does it mean? It means that I wish I were a prime minister. Because I wish is here, that's why the bracket verb be has been turned into were in past tense. Rules number 28, interrogative. Auxiliary verb, then subject, then main verb, then object, then question mark. You are going to conduct Zoom class. Here a question mark is given, but the sentence is not written in interrogative sentence. That's why interrogative should be done. So according to the mood of the sentence, I get that it should be written in present continuous tense. Okay, because here is are and verb has also taken ing, but and also here question mark, but auxiliary verb not written at the very beginning of the sentence. That's why the sentence is not in written incorrectly. The correct sentence will be, are you going to conduct Zoom class? And if you would like to turn the sentence with the help of WS word, suppose WS word, auxiliary verb, subject, main verb, object, then question mark. What will be the sentence? What he wants to me. Here is a question mark. But after WH word, there is a rules to write the auxiliary verb, but there is no auxiliary verb. That's why I have written correctly. What does he want to me? Dear students, in this way, we will write the rules number 29. If you get would that, then you should write could, then bracket verb should be turned into beyond. That means in present form. Would that I crossed the Indian border. What does it mean? It means would that is here. So you should use could after I. Then bracket bar should be turned into present form. Would that I could cross the Indian border. Okay, rules number 30. Present indefinite or present perfect tense at the very beginning, then since in the middle, and then at the last portion will be past indefinite tense. If you get since middle, then past indefinite tense should be written last. If there is present indefinite or present perfect at the very beginning. Long time has passed since I see him last. What does it mean? Long time has passed. Present perfect tense. Since is written here. But this portion is not written properly. Here will be since I saw him last. If you get past indefinite at the very beginning, then since, then past perfect should be written the last or next of the since. I went to visit Cox's Bazar since it 3 years passed. Here, boys, I went past indefinite tense. Since is also here, but next portion is not written properly. That's why I have written past perfect. 3 years had passed. Okay, we have discussed our grammar portion properly. Now let's go to discuss our EFT portion. Dear students, in your book, you have you have learned in your uh, unit number 6, lesson number 1 to 8, main lesson 1, 2, and 3 on the basis of leisure. There is a poem. It is written William Henry Davis, and uh, this poet wanted to mean that in this world we are so very much busy. We have no time to care anything. We have no time to stand or to look something for more time. And he also told that no time to stand beneath the boughs. That means there is no time to stand under the tree and stare, stare as long as sheep or cow. That means the poet would like to mean that he has no time to look on sheep or cows. He is so busy. No time to see when woods we pass. Whenever we are passing through the woods, through the forest, then we have no time to look at that. Where squirrels hide their nuts in grass, no time to see in broad daylight. That's mean what the poet would like to means that squirrel also hiding nuts in the grass. If we see that, we have no time to see on the hiding of the squirrels, and no time to see in broad daylight. That means in the daylight we are not allowed to see anything for a long time because we are so busy. Streams full of stars like skies at night. The poet would like to mean that streams means small rivers or narrow rivers are also following, but we have no time to look at that. Also, we have no time to look at the stars in the night. A poor life this is Eve, full of care. Our life is very poor, and if we can care to our life, then we will be benefited. We have no time to stand and stare. The poet William Henry Davis, again, at the last sentence, would like to mean that we are so busy, we have no time to look anything for a long time. Boys, here there are some words. Stare. looking fixedly to something. There is streams, small narrow rivers beneath under boughs, branch of a tree, then broad daylight, it means in daylight. Dear students, I have taken two questions from the poem. Why does the poet think that we have no time to stand and stare? In modern age, we have we are very busy and we have no time. So we have no time to stand and stare. That's why the poet is expressed his inner feelings like this. Do you think people often do not have time to enjoy the beauty of nature? Give reasons. Yes, I think that people often do not have time to enjoy the beauty of nature because nowadays people are so very much busy. Yes, you are right. Dear students, here in this portion, I have taken a passage from your lesson number 5, page number 59. And this passage is regarding Zishan Julie and their parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arif Khan. They were going to the Wangans and they were using Tista Express. Tista Express is a train, and this train left the station at 8 o'clock, and there were real time was actually time was 7:30, but the train left the station Kamlapur station at 8 o'clock. Zuli, the sister of Zishan, downloaded a beautiful poem on a train journey, and when she was in the train, that time she took out her poem and she started to read the poem, and she saw that the poem is matched with the train's speed. Dear students, some word meanings are also here on the basis of the passage, compartment, a room of a railway carriage, departure, the act of departing, however, nevertheless, quite fairly pretty, east, swiftly journey to, then window, an opening in a wall for air and light. Similarities, resemblances, real, actual, senses, sides, took out, brought out. Dear students, I have also written some question and answer on the basis of the passage. Were all the seats in the compartment taken? No, the compartment was half empty. Where, where did Zishan sit? Zishan sat by the window and beside his parents. Where was the train going? The train was going to Devanganj. Did the train leave Kamlapur station late or on time? Yes, the train left Kamlapur station at late. Dear students, the next lesson is regarding the selfish giant. Once upon a time, in the morning, the giant was lying awake in his bed, and when he heard some lovely music, it was sweet to him, and he thought that this song came from the king's musicians. But actually, the fact was only a little bird was singing outside his window. Then the north wind stopped and a delicious perfume came to him through the open window. That time, the selfish giant told, I believe the spring has come at most wonderful sight. At last, the spring has come. At last, said the giant. He jumped out and he also went to the window, and he could see through the window that there is also covered with the snow his garden because he was so cruel. That's why he intended to open the garden for the playground of the boys, of the girls, of the children. So finally, he could understood that he has done lots of mistakes. That's why spring didn't come in his garden. Dear students, some MCQ are here. In the exam, you will get such type of MCQ. You will just write the answer of the MCQ. You should not write the all questions. On morning, the giant was lying awake in bed. Here, awake means not asleep. Which one of the following words has a similar meaning of lovely? Lovely means sweet. Yes, only answer should be written. But in fact, it was only a little bird singing outside his window. What does in fact mean? In fact mean really. In fact means C number is correct. Number 4, a delicious perfume came to him through the open window. What does perfume mean? Perfume means fragrance. Number B is right. Number 5, he saw the most wonderful sight. Here, wonderful means amazing. A number is correct. Dear students, now I would like to evaluate the class. I would like to check back that have you learned anything from the above discussion or not? Who were the passengers of the train mentioned in the passage? I think you can answer properly. Can you tell anyone? Yes, the passengers were Julie, Zishan and their parents. Which train did they get into? Yes, this the express and it was Devanganj bound Tista Express. Who was the poet of the poem Leisure? William Davies. Yes, you are right. Boys, I have given a boys says also here where we where you went in last night. It's right form of verb. Where you went in last night. It's interrogative sentence. Question mark is here. WH word is here, but there is no auxiliary verb after the WH word. That's why the correct sentence will be where did you go in last night? Yes, it's the right answer. There is also voice says whom will you support in the election? Yes, whom should be changed by who? Who will be supported in the election by you? Okay, dear students, do you have any question on today's class? Hopefully you have no any question. Okay, let's go to homework section today. It's very happiness for you that today there is no any SW. SW is 00. Learn the rules of the voice and right form of the verb and discuss information from EFT. Okay, that information has been given. You should learn properly. You should learn the right form of verb. You should learn the voices properly. Dear students, thank you so very much for patient listening. See you again. See you all.